Radio. Hello, everybody. What's up, people? My name is Timmy Dakolo, and you're listening to Elegbete TV Radio. Stay tuned. Get entertained. There's nothing like listening to Elegbete TV Radio. It's fun. This is radio like you never heard before. Elegbete TV Radio, the pathfinder for radio. Elegbete TV Radio, we dare to lead. Elegbete TV Radio, redefining broadcasting. Listen. Yeah, we're running. Good. All right, guys, good morning and welcome to the Sports Buffet on Elegbete TV Radio. My name is Edafe Matthias Shogana. You love to call me the Elegbete One of Sports. Well, whatever it is, the African teams have shown that they are not matured enough to do anything when it comes to the World Cup. It doesn't matter who is there, whether it's Ghana, Cameroon, Morocco, Senegal, Tunisia. You just know that when we come up against European teams, there's just something missing. The slave masters are still the masters, and the slaves, well, they still behave like the slaves. Well, next week, Saturday, is the one when the game becomes very big because it is going to be England playing against France. Don't forget that Ben White have already gone home, and that man called Raheem Sterling also gone home. Ben White, it was for injury purpose, but Raheem Sterling, his house got invaded by armed robbers. Yes, boys, unknown man visited the house of Raheem Sterling with his girlfriend and his children. And the man says, no, football is good, but I have to leave football. Family is everything. And so they say if England wins the World Cup, Ben White will get a medal just as well as Raheem Sterling, but then let them win it first. So I ask you guys this morning, with England fans singing It's Coming Home Again, you know they start the tournament with trepidation and fear. As the Bible will say, work out your salvation with fear and trembling. But then somehow they get cocky after playing some of the worst teams in the tournament. England have always been lucky with the draws. I don't know. You know, Matcha Platini have come out to say the 1998 World Cup, the draws was rigged to favor France to avoid Brazil all the way to the finals. Maybe England also have that. Especially with the last Euro that went down, nobody's going to convince me that England does not fix the draws. And especially with all the crises that have gone on in football, probably they decided to say, you know what, let's make the road easy for England. But then they've reached a place where it's not going to be easy anymore. Uncle Fred Amatamingo, I greet you this morning. As it is, it's not going to be easy anymore for England. They're going to play against France. Laissez pas. That's the one that the English people will play against on Saturday. But before we get there are other games to be played. And I'm just looking at this. I can't wait tomorrow for my opening monologue. That's exactly what I'm waiting for. Tomorrow is where we'll talk about the African teams participating and all that. Emmanuel Sebastian will be here. I can't wait for my opening monologue. But let's do the show today. Let's see how it goes. For you, let's take a few steps forward, then we'll come back again. England fans are saying that the shameful part is Anasi Scottish people supporting England. I don't think any Irish person will do that. I don't think any Welsh person will do that. But that village called Ekakbrame, that is not Scotland, that's how they behave. But well, let's just leave them like that. Let's look at this England team. Well, England is the only team to have not picked up a card in this tournament so far. They played 4 games, not a single card against them. Magical. But then in this football, these things happen sometimes. But again, when you look at this England team, is this the team? As John the Baptist sent his disciple to go and meet Jesus, are you the one that is to come or there is another one to come? Is this the team that would win England the World Cup? Because a lot of English fans are saying It's coming home, it's coming home. But then that's what they said in the Euro, Italy, with an aging team, a team that have age of over 100 years, came in and won it at Wembley. Is this the team that will win it for England, or England have just been lucky meeting some of the weakest defeated team, the rotten potato teams of the tournament? And then it's about time they meet a real challenge, a team that can run, a team that can score goals as well. Just as what's called Olivier Giroud scored to become the standard all-time highest goal scorer for France. That man, Kylian Mbappe. Okay, they say he's proud. That's your business. I don't care. Everybody in this world is proud. Humility is not a business that I trade in. So I don't care whether he's proud. The most important thing is that he's getting the job done at the very highest level. Now they say, oh, Olivier Giroud is the standard man. But then Kylian Mbappe did everything he could to remind him that, look, you're driving on a slow and steady Toyota Camry. I'm coming with a Ferrari that I have an F-16 fighter jet engine, and I'm going to overtake you very soon, because he was on the double as they beat Poland 3-1. Lewandowski was, given the chance, the opportunity to score a second World Cup goal, because I believe this is going to be his last World Cup. I'm not even sure whether Poland will qualify for the next World Cup, but definitely this is his last World Cup. So on the record book, Lewandowski, the great striker, scored 2 World Cup goals in his career. Yeah, I know a lot of people don't like that kind of talk, but it is the truth. The golden generation of Belgium have been wiped out. They need to start again. Let it be said also, somebody sent me a message, Adafi. What do you think? What's make England all of a sudden become the beautiful bride? 10 years ago, somebody stood up against the entire Premier League and said that they should change the way they train their youth team. They should change the way they prepare their team, and also group players with an intention to develop the English national team. And that system is what has benefited them after 10 years. I wish Nigeria would also have something like that works for us. I wish African teams could also have something like that works for us. Let's see. With Morocco investing heavily in sports now, let's hope that one day that will become the story of Morocco as well. But for the West African countries, lack of leadership means that lack of direction for country as well. I'm not alone in the building. I've got Benedict with me. Sometimes you just know that you need a strike partner to make the goal scoring easy. And he's my very beautiful strike partner. Somebody that will want to take over the reins of this show while I am out there looking for the money. Like Harry Maguire would say, show me the money. I'm in a different element this morning. Yes, I didn't sleep all through the night. You can see it in my eyes. Yes, yesterday I was at the All-Star Celebrity Football match. As a commentator, came back and I had to deal with a whole lot of meetings. I'm not slept, but then I just need to finish this and then I'll go and sleep. But before that, let's bring about this young, wonderful kid Dynamite, a 15-year-old, but it thinks like a 40-year-old or 50-year-old man. Benedict, how was your weekend? How was you? How are you? Good morning. And how was the family as well?
They were very good. Well, my weekend was great as well.
All right, what do you have to say about Senegal playing like an amateur team against England? Even the referee had to tell the Senegalese player, shut up and move. Okay, I wish I had that song, but YouTube will not allow me. Shut up and drive. I would have played that song this morning, but that means that I would lose my YouTube channel. So let's keep it on the way we are allowed to do it. What do you have to say about Senegal's insipid, docile, stupid performance? Yes, I said it. Stupid performance.
I'm speechless. Really, Senegal. It wasn't their game. It wasn't their game to win. If they had won that
why did they choose that game to be so useless?
I think England were generally just better. It wasn't just all Senegalese. For me.
Really?
It wasn't all just Senegalese.
This England team is really, really better.
They're better than Senegal. I'm not saying they're the best in the world. I'm not saying they're.
You think they'll beat France?
I don't think so.
Because France is Senegal. Senegal is France. If you know what I mean.
I know what you mean.
Okay, so big brother will come and avenge for little brother, right?
Yeah,
okay, let's see how that goes. On Saturday, it's not far. The week is just starting, but we're already thinking ahead. Yes, and that's how successful people do. They think ahead. Yes, starting from the bottom, now we're here. France is going to come and tell England, oh, you beat my little brother. It's like a kung fu movie. 20 years ago, you beat my father and kill him. Now I've grown. I'm come to kill you. You are the wicked man that used to reign. Now you are old. Yes, that Chinese movie where the mouth is moving, same different thing, and what you're hearing is different. But hey, it is what it is. Yeah, FMFC also ended their season on a winning note. Yeah, FMFC, club that I used to be part of. FMFC beat Island All Star. That Island All Star, when would they ever beat FMFC? Okay? I mean, even if FMFC play cripples, they would win. Even if FMFC play people who don't know how to play football, they would win against Island All Star for as long as it's Island All Star. And then Island All Star have all these Shepherd, all these guys, Tony, all these guys that make mouth, very loud-mouthed people. I don't know. I don't know. I understand it's like England. FMFC is like France or probably Brazil. But then we must say one thing: FMFC was well dressed, like well dressed. Not seen them dressed that good in forever. Like, okay, so they dress well, but this was exquisitely tailored to the prime, like perfectly dressed. Well, for those of you who don't know FMFC is an all-star team on the Lekki Aja corridor. We could say that they are the best all-star team on this axis. Yeah, they are on this axis. I mean, let's remove Surulere, Ajegunle, and the rest, but from Bonny Camp down to Ekpe, FMFC is the best all-star team that we have. Okay, that team can be crazy sometimes anyway, but they are the best all-star team. If you want to join an all-star team, that's the best one to join. Well, and then they've got a whole lot of social activities off the field. I mean, you're getting married, you want people to turn up for you. I think FMFC is the best place to go. Like, FMFC is the best team to have turning up for you. You need a group of people to turn up for you. I think FMFC is the one that you can bet on. But then let's come back to football. And Benedict, let's talk about the way the World Cup has gone. France just ran over Poland like they didn't exist. And then when you think, oh, Senegal is going to go put up a fight, Senegal was not able to put up a fight. But then there are some bad spots that have come out of the World Cup. Arsenal's hope of winning the league has now met with a very terrible hiccup. Unless some miracle happens between now and it's 26th. Arsenal is playing West Ham on the 26th, right? Unless something magical, miraculous happens and they sign another player, seems like this is the beginning of the end. This is when the elephant on top of the tree will come down crashing. And you know that kind of crash can be very, very big. Now, from the look of things, top four is not even a guarantee anymore.
That's a daring thing to say.
I know it is a daring thing to say about that. When you look at this, that's exactly how it is right now. Because somehow Gabriel Jesus is injured, snapped his knee against Cameroon, and it's going to go straight for emergency procedure. Every time people talk of knee, I just remember my left knee. And it's going to be out for 3 months. 3 months is January, February, March. Okay? And God help him. He comes back early, maybe April. You know, he might not be in form again, might not be in the best shape where he should be. And Arsenal season would have been decided. Okay. I mean, Arsenal didn't start the season with wanting to win the league title. But what they've done with 14 games, now put them in a position to win the league. Can Edu, because, I mean, even if they lose to West Ham, they will still be on top of the log. They are 5 points ahead of Man City. They will still be on top of the log. But can Edu work the magic and be able to sign up a striker that comes in with better value proposition than Gabriel Jesus? Because if anybody said that, Ghana player.
I was about to say that.
Okay, shit, man. That's the worst player. You know Makalele at FMFC. You know Makalele? The late Makalele.
No.
He's better than Eddie Nketiah. I'm just saying. So if anybody says that Eddie Nketiah is what Mikel Arteta needs to bank on to progress, they don't know what is coming. Eddie Nketiah cannot do anything to save anybody. Okay, it's just like me asking me to dance. Eddie Nketiah cannot save Arsenal. So Arsenal needs to sign a player. What would you advise Arsenal right now? I know it's the World Cup. Everybody wants us to talk about the World Cup, but let's talk about it because it's a real problem for Arsenal. And Arsenal fans are all fidgeting. I see social media already burning. They're talking like the league have resumed. What would you advise Arsenal, Arteta, Edu to do right now to mitigate against this injury to Gabriel Jesus?
Well, first of all, 100K is 100K. 100K a week is not small money.
Forget about the 100K. That's money, Mr. That's a wasted. That when you say they did a Buhari nepotism. They made a mistake.
So many grammar around this. It seems like furious that Gabriel is out.
I'm pained.
Yeah, serious pain.
He's touching my udu. He's touching me somewhere. He's touching me.
Well, obviously they need to sign a striker. Obviously they need to sign a striker. We see teams do this immediate kind of backup situation, like in an emergency situation. Most of the times it doesn't work out because it takes time for the players to blend into the team.
We need the emergency procedure. We need someone.
Especially if you're looking at buying another striker from an entire league entirely, that's going to be a hard thing. They're looking to buy maybe Mikel Antonio from West Ham and the likes.
No, Mikel Antonio. Mikel Antonio is available.
That was just a random guess. But if they're going to make a cross-continent, cross-country, that kind of thing, I feel like they might make a mistake there because they're looking for like more of a short notice and can do the job at the same time right now. So
Dusan Vlahovic, 60 million. Put it on the table.
60
million. 60.
Somehow we just signed for Juventus.
Juventus have financial problem. Put the money in front of them. Dangle it.
Then when Jesus come back, then what are we going to do?
We sell Eddie Nketiah.
God, I don't think financially they can all work out that way.
Arsenal have got money.
They've got money, yeah, no doubt about that. But we do Dusan Vlahovic, who Juventus just signed and has barely played that, and they're gonna say
it was good at the World Cup.
Yeah, it was good, but financially, these are all just the rush things that happen very quickly. That might not probably happen for me.
Oh, take a risk. Sign Rashford.
You don't like Rashford now?
No, I think I would like him now.
Because what free kick?
No, not free kick. Just
all right.
So that I know that it is not Eddie Nketiah. I don't want to wake up and see that the man leading Arsenal's attack is Eddie Nketiah. And then we will lead them this week and we will lose or draw. Next week again, nah. Damn it.
What? I remember the day that everybody asked me Ronaldo or Rashford, and I said Rashford has more to offer. And everybody said Rashford has more to offer. And now Arsenal wants, in quotes, by the advice of Mr. Idafe, wants Rashford. Well, I don't think so. Rashford is not going to be good.
You know, in Nigeria, when we do election, it's between two evil people.
Yeah.
Now, this is the first time we're having two evil and one so-called semi-good person, right? Okay, so the options are different. Between Rashford and Eddie Nketiah, even one-legged Rashford is still better than Eddie Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah offers nothing. Absolutely nothing. He wouldn't play. He wouldn't make FMFC first 11. And Anderson will not even put him on the bench. What? No. Arsenal should go get someone. But let's come back to the World Cup. Let's talk about World Cup now. And let's look at some very, very interesting fixture. Today, the two teams from Asia will know their fate. Japan, 4 o'clock, Japan will play against Croatia. Let's be very honest here. Apart from when Croatia fucked Canada. That's how they said it. So nobody should start using that word. Yeah, that's how they said it.
It's Canada that first said it.
Canada said we'll fuck Canada, we'll fuck Croatia, but they came without a dick. And then Croatia fucked them up forward. Now they're about to play against the sanitary prefect of this World Cup.
Yeah.
The cleaners of this World Cup. Japan, Croatia.
Well, obviously, Japan are my team of the tournament. The second round, they beat two giants in the world of football. Two giants.
Germany and Spain.
That's
two teams that are bigger than Croatia. That's why I'm laying this ground for.
That's my
You think Japan can do it again? He has done it before, and he will do it again. Do you think they can do it again against Croatia?
This is very dicey, and I felt like
Luka Modric is getting there.
And I felt like also I remember that Morocco and Japan are still in this competition. So I feel like a whole lot is going to happen. Taking down two world champions, for God's sake, it's not an easy thing to come. But I feel Japan taking on Croatia, want to always watch. But if I'm going
to let me lay the plot. Let me lay the plot and foolishly lay it in favor of Japan. First half ends 0-0. We all know that Japan doesn't play. Japan is a diesel engine.
Yeah.
Takes time to steam and catch on fire, and then when it catch on fire, nobody's stopping it. Japan are a second half team, right? So first half, Croatia misfire, and Ivan Perisic, Luka Modric, everybody, they don't get going in the first 45 minutes. Plus whatever added time, and I'm just noticing that the long added time are disappearing all of a sudden. I don't understand what happened. But then, and then they go into the second half, 0-0. Would you, at that point, say Japan have won this one?
I wouldn't say so. Croatia 2018, they were more of a second half team. Apart from the group stage game where they are obviously one of their games in the first half, Nigeria, Iceland, Argentina, they were a first half. But ever since then on the way to France, they were a second half team. They were losing 2-0 after the first half of the final. Second half, they came back, although Perisic scored one in the first half, until Mandzukic scored. So they're a second half team. They're not the only ones. Croatia didn't start this tournament well.
So your gab is that Croatia will beat Japan.
I think so.
End of the road. Where's boys to men when you need them?
Bad.
End of the road for Japan, right?
Very narrowly end of the
Okay, so go back home and eat your sushi, clean the stadium, and then go back and eat your sushi. Then from now on, we'll have dirty stadium, no problem. Brazil, they've lost Gabriel Jesus, but the good thing is Neymar is back in training.
I think they lost Alex Telles too.
No, leave Telles. Telles is not. You see, stop. We're talking of meat here. You're talking of Momo. If Nigerian government can bank for myself, no problem. It's just that only Agbero will be angry. Brazil playing against South Korea. So it is one Asian team and their neighbor. Brazil playing against South Korea. Brazil's never lost to all these teams from those regions.
Yeah.
They just lost to Cameroon now. And then they reverse their anger and say, damn, we lost to Cameroon, an African team. We've never lost. And let's not forget, England has also never lost to an African team. What they had was in the World Cup. What they had was Nigeria in 2002 drawing with them, with Vincent Yama making that wonderful, amazing save of Pascals. But then Korea, again, it never saved that team and then the second half team. Brazil, like we said, their defense have never been tested. The first attempt at goal, they considered a goal.
Yeah.
What's going to happen in this game?
I think first of all, that Brazil-Cameroon game was Abubakar was showed right why he's a football player.
Told you should start.
Yeah, generally, yeah.
Full of running.
I even felt like the coach might have made a mistake, but I think somebody else might have had a hand in all of that. So I'm not going to come all out for the coach there. I think Brazil, like I said, I have been saying since the beginning of the competition, their defense is not good. It's definitely not good. Even if an Italy team faces Brazil defense,
but that was the team B.
The team B. Yeah, it doesn't. I don't.
You just don't like Brazil in this time.
I'm saying Brazil will win this time, and I don't like them. They don't have a good defense. First shot on target, and they concede. That's not good enough.
Okay.
That's not good enough.
Okay.
I feel like this game against South Korea, this is going to be a bloodbath. Because South Korea they're not just going to go down. Heung-min Son and the left back is playing with they're that player. They're those players that you really want them in your team.
For sure, Link one team, Kim, Kardashian. The entire defense of South Korea is Kim. Just put Kardashian to the name.
Or Jong-un.
I don't understand. Kim Jong-un.
Well, but and most especially the striker that South Korea had that game against Ghana where he came back from 2 headed goals. I haven't seen almost something as good as that in a long while. But I feel this game against Brazil are just going to run over, especially with Neymar back. They have an edge in attack, but I feel right now Tite is really biting his fingernails because of he didn't take Roberto Firmino and what's the Barbosa right now because they've lost Gabriel Jesus. I'm almost surprised that Neymar even made it in time. I felt like it was going to be out for a longer time. They already approached.
No, when I saw that injury, I said it's not worse. It's just inflammatory injury. It's not much. Put enough ice block on that leg. It'll be back.
All right.
Yeah, I know it's in a 2 about football injuries.
Yeah, you do.
I mean, so if I know what. When injuries happen in football, if it was major, Neymar would be. In 2014, when they gave him that injury that was 2 inches away from paralysis, he was out of the stadium. I was in the stadium doing commentaries when that happened, and it was the quarterfinals or so. Yeah, and no, not 2014. 2014 was when they stretched him out, man. And by the semifinals, Germany took them to the clear 7-1.
Yeah.
You could see when a player is injured. Proper injury, you don't even move. That's when you know that something is wrong. When the player is not rolling, it's not grimacing, it's drama. You know something is wrong. But when there's all this plenty drama, and Neymar is the king of drama.
Yeah.
This will not be serious injury. Come on, this is just photo play. This is Neymar again, and that's exactly what happened. But I don't know if So when you get inflammation, if it's healed and gone down, I mean they've got very good medical doctors. You could also still feel sensation. You could also feel pain. Where it gets worse is, let's say somebody else now go step on that leg immediately. Because Neymar would also not be in his full element of, dazzling and wassailing everybody, so he gets the ball passes. But if somebody, crunched on that leg, or probably is balancing on that leg, and then somebody just kneel on him a little bit, is the ankle, it just might give way. And so that's the fear for Neymar. But I think that Neymar coming back makes the Brazil team good enough. Let's move a bit to one matter that has been raised. Previously, England have had some great team put together. I mean, legendary golden generation from David Seaman, so Campbell, Rio Ferdinand, Frank Lampard, Steven Gerrard for schools, Joe Cole, Ashley Cole, just to name a few, David Beckham, Wayne Rooney, damn, what's the name of this? Andy Cole when you need him, Alan Shearer, Ted Sheringham and the rest of them. But they've never really gelled. Now you have a team that is practically babies. Young player, Jude Bellingham is a kid. Bukayo Saka is still a kid. Messi Mount is still within that kid space. Kevin Phillips, all of these players, not really the real full, experienced bunch. So I want to parallel this team with the German team that went on to win the World Cup in 2014, right? They were coming. In 2002, they were in the finals. No, in 2000 and in 1998, they got to the quarterfinals. They lost to Croatia. In 2002, they got to the finals. They lost. In 2006, they were in the semifinals. And then in 2010, they didn't have it too good. I think it was quarterfinals. But then in 2014, they won the World Cup. Is England another of such team that is building? I'm not saying England is going to win this World Cup, but if you look at the average age, this is a very young team. This is not the very best that they can give. What's it called? Harry Kane might not be there to help them win the World Cup. If England is ever going to win the World Cup in our lifetime, Harry Kane might not be there. This might just be his last World Cup, or probably still got one more World Cup as an elder statesman on his back. But my question to you is, you think England is building something that will be solid enough to go win the World Cup, or probably win the Euro? If they can't win the World Cup, win the Euro as we go? Because last time they were in the semifinals in 2018, they were in the finals of the Euros. Now they are here again. We thought that by this time, Senegal was a very beatable opposition, even though I don't like to believe that Senegal played their best against them. Do you think that this England team is a team that we're going to look at for and say they just might win the World Cup in the next 2 or 3 World Cup? Although the field will be expanded to 48 teams in the next World Cup and so on and so forth. Is England one of those teams that you're looking at to win the World Cup?
I think one advantage England have, and maybe sometimes could be a disadvantage, is the out of sight, out of mind scenario where if you're not playing in the English league, they automatically forget you. With Jude Bellingham, because the performance Jude Bellingham has put there definitely deserved him. If you look at what Bukayo Saka did, if you look at some other players they carry ahead of him, like Conor Kwadi, who obviously the coach wasn't going to start, that's an advantage, and also could be the disadvantage on the negative end of things.
I thought Conor Gallagher, was his name,
Conor Gallagher
was going to be introduced yesterday.
I thought so too. I thought he was going to be introduced in that third game against is it Wales right now, but he wasn't still, so he's still gameless in this World Cup. But I feel England are a team to watch out. Like I always say, is there any World Cup England have gone to, and there's not been some outlets that have said England are not favourites. That's nearly not possible.
Yeah, it is said that whoever controls information controls the balance of power, and England practically controls information just as the US does. So it is hard for them not to be tipped as favourite because they are the ones who control the media. Just like Africa is, we don't have anything that controls. We don't have a power block media in Africa. That's the reason why whatever the West calls us is who we are. They say today, now you are corrupt, you're corrupt because you don't have your own media to enforce your conversation and your position. Having said that, though, I don't think that I've ever looked at England as favourite because I always look at their pedigree. Come on, since 1966, England have only played in one finals of about 2 finals. 1996, they were in the finals of the Euros, and then 2000 and what's the last Euro that they played? 2020? 2022, sorry.
No, it was 2020 in 2021.
Okay, so you see that and say to yourself, come on, if that's all they've got. But then gradually they've also shown that they can build from youth. They won the under-17 in 2017 with Phil Foden and Messi Mount and a few other guys there, and then they won the under-20 in 2019. So you look at this, it's okay. England is coming and they are building from behind, from the rear. And gradually, they're going to get to the place where they say to themselves, let's go win this World Cup once again. And they've been singing this song, it's coming up since forever. Don't forget that since the arrival of social media, an English fan have not tweeted that their national team, senior national team, have won anything. And English fans have not posted on their status, whether it's WhatsApp, whether it's Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or whatever YouTube channel that they have won anything.
I thought it was an Arsenal joke.
No, it's not an Arsenal joke.
Okay.
It is actually Arsenal have tweeted that their team have won FA Cup. Countless FA Cup in the advent of social media. Arsenal have won about 5 FA Cups. So you can't make it an Arsenal joke. It's an England joke. But as we move on, let's look at some of the messages that we've got on Instagram and then on YouTube as well. And then if you want to call in on the show, you know the number to call 07025000069. Yeah, that's the number to call. Daily Mena says, Mingo, he shouted, I don't know why he's saying that. And Brendo, my brother. And then we have, Pharmacy was here. Real Jordan Mike, he said, good morning to you. And he said, just here to smile after you said Senegal was going to destroy England. Senegal are foolish people. Pharmacy said, thank you, Legotawan. We love you. Thank you very much. Love you guys too. Where do we go from here? Esteban Menda, he said banking on Arteta and Edu to work the magic again, but they should sign a player because magic potion work when you have all the formulas. When you don't have all the formulas, and I bet you that Ghana boy is not one of the formulas. Jacob Giorgio, 1985. I'm guessing that's the year you were born. It's painful to lose Jesus, but it happens in the right time because January transfer is closed. I agree with you on that one completely, like 100%. Thank God it's happening this time anyway. Who's again? Ramila Koloni, okay, aka the Emperor. He said the second half team. I guess you're talking about Japan in that regard. And then we have Saviki said, considering Croatia World Cup antecedents, Croatia will beat Japan. I think I'm tempted to go with you, but that Japanese team, I'm afraid it's not that easy. Jacob Giorgio, 1995, he said Ronnie is the best English player of all time for me. Yeah, it's a fantastic player, but I have always loved David Beckham as well. Saviki, he says France will win the World Cup. What is England building? They build their team around Kane, and Kane have not really done the extra magic thing. Yeah, he's got 3 assists and a goal. I think that's some magic. If Messi was the one that have that numbers, everybody would be hailing that, oh, Messi is so good. When he's not scoring, he's creating. So I don't think that Harry Kane have done bad in this World Cup anyway. Big Sammy on the score, OG said he played against Wales. Okay, that's true. Are you sure he played against Wales?
Let me check it out.
Are you sure? Maybe I didn't say. Big Sammy OG said the English senior women team just won the Euro. Come on, get out of here. We're talking men's football. What's wrong with you? You woman rapper. Get out of here. You're a feminist in the male skin. What examine says Elegbete, what happened to Senegal? They decreased. They did mad. They went to the stadium to go and dance bongo dance. Very foolish Makosa-ish people like that.
Konogala didn't play that game. Actually.
I don't know what that bros is saying that Konogala played the game. I don't know what's in the look. What does that mean? Saying that Nketiah came to Arsenal's rescue towards the end of last season and we make the top 4, right? Momo, rubbish player.
But he was there.
Esteban Mendes. He wasn't at that time, wasn't there? Esteban Mendes, he said 3 lions against 1 lion. That's injustice. Justice for the Terenga lion. Maybe not the funny thing about this 3 lion team. There's not a single lion in England. All the lions are in Africa. Yeah. How did they get to become 3 lions of England? I don't understand. England does not have lions. Okay, they don't. Okay, but let's leave.
My head there's not actually no lion in Africa. I read somewhere like.
Who said there's no lion?
There's literally no lion in Africa. That any lion in Africa is illegal.
Then where did they come from? Where did the lions come from?
Like they were extorted, something like that. I hate that.
Shut up.
I read somewhere.
Shut up. That's the wrong information. You've been misled, misinformed by some Western obscure, obnoxious freaking writers that doesn't know anything. Forget about that. Let's not talk about lions right now, but there are no lions in England. Okay. Ada Williams says, I would like Messi to win the World Cup. What you like versus what will happen. Messi have to play. This World Cup is not what anybody like. You know what I would like? I would like Nigeria to win the World Cup. Nigeria to win this World Cup that they are not attending, but they are not there. We only have Amaju there, as Sonali said there as well. And then as Wenger came out, I was talking about the politics of the game. The teams that came to talk politics have gone home, and the other ones who are serious are there. But England also came to talk politics, and they're not gone. That's why Arsene Wenger have mental problem. People say I don't like him, man. Even though I'm still trying to intervene, they need a doctor to shake his head. Arsene Wenger, your job is to do technical work. You are not coming to talk politics. Tomorrow, I'm going to give you credit that he's the one that helped Qatar to build stadium. I'm just saying my own piece. That's a Wenger. They're supposed. I don't know. Let me just not say anything now. Let me just not say anything. I'm just trying to not say some things. Okay, let me go to YouTube. My family house. Oh God, Michael Eleta, where have you been? Michael Eleta is here. Say good morning, bros. Well, like I predicted, England beat Senegal. Senegal blew away their chances in the first 30 minutes, though. We could have changed the dimension of the game. Senegal decreased. Bros, please give England some credit. And which credit? MTN or Airtel or Nine Mobile? Which one? Or Glow? They may not win the World Cup, but no knockout game is easy. Senegal could have won on another day. As for football coming home, I can't stick my neck out for England. So what's the credit you want me to? Even you said not to give the credit. You want me to give the credit? There is Abby Banker. Hey, Rolly, what's up? How you doing? Yeah. It's the month of Christmas. This is my whole month. That's not like I can misbehave. This is my month. Today is what? Today is 5th, right? So it's 21 days to my birthday. My freaking man, hybrid. Where's my Arsenal jersey? You're the reason I didn't buy Arsenal jersey this season. Eh? Well, I still believe you, Sha. But I think it's time for me to go and buy my own, and I can't wait anymore. This waiting is not it's not working. Inside there, yo, where have you been? Did the show take a hiatus during the World Cup? You've not been around. No commentary, no watch along. Nah, I was shooting a movie. I was shooting a series with Ali Baba, Lasisi, Wofai, Flora, and a host of other people. And I was, like I told you guys, I'm now moving into a filmmaker. Okay, what I didn't even think would ever happen in my life, in my lifetime, is happening. I'm moving into making film now, right? So that's the reason why I didn't go to Qatar. And some people are still angry with me that I turned down the chance to go to the Qatar thing. Well, hey, I've got to live. I got to focus on the things that will last. Okay. So that's why we didn't have the watch along. Hybrid 10, he said, I stopped watching Senegalese game after first half. Okay, the Alara just say, good morning. Senegal fall handle. Let's see what Tunisia does. Messi did good, and Mbappe is on the roll. Yes, Hybrid 10, he said, I'm beginning to be to believe that Nigeria is the one to win the world. Ooh, I'm laughing in the camera. Woo! That's funny. It's so funny. Ali Babani say invite you for January 1st comedy event. Okay, you're funny. That's also you're so funny. But my goodness, I feel there is a lot of ojoro in the World Cup, even with VR. Okay, happy time. He said at least England is doing well with their local coach, no foreign nonsense. And Dijala Ufoma, he said, then Denta decided to show their nativity. It was so doxy, made Africans look like truly African teams collectively are practically below par. See, I don't know anything. Every time you talk now, I don't know what you talk. It be like saying you speak in tongue. I just try to read that, but I do not understand what you wrote there. And Dijala say England won that game by just taking full advantage of Senegal's Momo. Damn, I'm not the one that said it is the one. And Dijala I said the worst performance in any match by an African team. No, Ghana, Cameroon celebrating Momo celebration. That's worse. Okay, they choose this game to exhibit their Momoism. Michael Elita said for England and France, it is a knockout with 3 at the back. England would have a great chance of beating France. Lots of shockers have happened at the World Cup. I can't stick my head out for any team anymore. Okay, let's hope that as you're saying, that's how it's going to happen. But Dijala came back and he said France is growing every game, and you're right. Too. Arsenal season is really being threatened. They need to sign someone better. I say they can't sign Kudus. AC Milan will not release him for this window. It's only a bank-breaking money that can pull the magic. Unfortunately, it's hard. Now only backup they can do. They should go for the Vlahovic. I think Juventus are going through financial crisis with their whole board resigning. They don't have money, and that's something that they can just pounce on. If they can't pass on that, they should also try 100 million offer for Rafael Leao. Okay, and I think that would work as well. We'll see how it goes. Brittany said, if I was Arsenal, I would buy Terry Murphy. Okay, yes, that's another player that they can go to. Easier to get and potent, but I doubt it. And it is just an exercise in mental masturbation. Don't worry, you will come. You will come. You're coming very soon. Keep masturbating. Ibrahim Abubakar, he said Arsenal should sign. Jesus Christ, God forbid. Allah my jet, God forbid. No, that's not a good wish. Digital Alpha my say like what na emergency mode you don't enter. So yes, so Yami Dana might say big cool. Happy New Week, sir. Senegal were very disappointing to watch yesterday, and I felt sad. Hopefully, Morocco will make us proud. I'm not hoping on any team again from Africa. They should get out. African World Cup is gone. Forget about it. I'm adopting my normal team that I normally adopt. Unfortunately, I can't adopt a European team, so I'm sticking with my Brazil and Argentina. I beg. Even if they lose, I'm good. Yami Dana might want to say, I hope Ateta and Edu prioritize getting a striker in January because Nketiah will not take us anywhere and would kill the top 4 dream. Okay, I pretend he said I don't forget, say I owe you jersey. Can you imagine? Okay, I beg, give me the end of January for the jersey. Okay, I promise. Okay, January is not fun. It's the end of next month. Okay, I mean, I might. They say I didn't think Argentina and Brazil are the World Cup title favorite. You know, the way the draws is so designed, they will meet in the semi-finals. One will cry home and one will go to the finals. Jesus Christ. That will be the game, a repeat of the Copa America. And then whoever they meet on the other side, I'm gonna drive about the 99. Let's not try to sing now because I'm not a singer. Okay. And it's not even single on Thursday. Umbrella FM. Okay. Yami Danama say, I want one of the dark horses left to make it to the semi-finals. Who's the dark horse that's remaining? They are falling like a pack of cards. Deji Abiona, I say, Eddie was used at the end of last season, and what did we get out of it? The last 10 games, we lost 5. Well, you people, who not forget? I mean, is somebody having memory loss? The last 10 games of last season, we lost 5. All we needed was just 1 win, and we make up for. We couldn't. That's the Eddie you want. If you trust Eddie, from January to May, Arsenal will not make top 4. Man City will just stroll to the title again. At least the people should stop talking this Eddie matter now. I mean, the football we watch different from the one I watch. Arsenal was on course to make top 4 until we trusted Eddie. And that one I selling Lacazette did not even deliver. So please don't be calling Eddie that we trusted Eddie. Did he give us what we're looking for? You buy a dog, a security dog, and before you buy the dog, you were maybe sometimes people will break into your compound, but you will shout and they will disappear. Now you now bought a security dog. They say this dog, the cash thief. Now this people are stealing things easily without even breaking in again. And you say you have it. They say, but the security dog was there. No. We trusted in him that he would take us to the top 4 because the job had already been done. Arsenal won, Ateta won manager of the month. The next game was against Crystal Palace. We were beaten. Brighton and up, we were beaten. What's it called again? Arsenal lost 5 out of 10. Think about it for a minute. Shoot, I'll be telling me this one that do that. My size is large, ivory. I like medium anyway because it grips. I like medium. Give me medium. I don't want large. God, just be big like say I borrow person clothes. I've always liked medium. Okay. Yami Dynamite says South Korea and Japan are now the surprise dark horses, and I hope they make it to the next round. So you're saying that Croatia and Brazil will be knocked out. Okay, now hope. They hope there. Deji Abiona, he said the defeat of last season was more of Partey's injury, and you're sure that Partey will stay. No, it's not more of Partey's injury. It was more of Eddie Nketiah no sabi play ball. Okay, Yami Dynamite say I feel the people in Arsenal transfer 3 seasons ago and towards the end of Wenger's era should be arrested because they cheated. They cheated us of quality signing and gave us Pepe Lacazette, the worst player ever in football history. Nicolas Sanogo Pepe was signed for 72. It's not about people not liking Lacazette. Lacazette doesn't play ball. What's that one? Maybe we have a shift. I like where do we start here? Jacob Gregory. Jacob, you like him?
Yeah, I like him. He's a great player.
What team do you support?
When I was an Arsenal fan, was my friend.
What team do you support now?
I don't support him.
FMFC. FMFC should go and sign him.
I don't support that.
FMFC should go and sign him.
I don't support him.
Get right. Okay, where did I stop on Instagram? Adam Williams say, I would like Messi. Okay, that's where I stop, right? What examine? He said England have gotten to their last bus stop like this. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good news to hear, right? Jacob Judge say, today is my daughter's birthday. Happy birthday to your daughter. Happy birthday in advance. Blessings and more positive growth. Thank you very much. And give her DK. Okay, my online babe. Ogunfayo Maria, he said, no wonder I saw you in one Timida Kolo wedding party skit video on TikTok. Was I don't understand how. I mean, what do you mean by this wedding party? I don't understand. Explain, please. Can you explain that? Maria, please explain what you mean by that. He said, Tony Jesse, he said, I didn't watch the England game, but I know the World Cup is at the stage where African teams are at play, but any average European or South American teams, oh, Jesus Christ. Jacob said, bros, what's your take on Arsenal signing Tony from Brentford, Ivan Tony? Ivan Toney is not the player that Arsenal need. That's another Eddie Nketiah. If Arsenal is signing player, Arsenal should sign a player that can also command performance in European competition. I'm not saying he's a bad player, but I just don't think that that's a player that Arsenal needs right now. Arsenal needs a European player. They don't need a British player, unfortunately.
But I think when they go too much above Ivan Toney, I would really pushing beyond a financial weight for me.
How much is Ivan Toney?
Ivan Toney, I don't know, maybe 30, 40.
So why is beyond the financial?
No, I said if they push too much above that. Yeah.
Ramila Kanduni said exactly. I think Tony would be a good point man for us too. The thing is, Arsenal does not play the football that fits Tony's style of play. And Tony does not really have a proper footwork. That's something you should know. Arsenal does not play route one football. And Arsenal does not really do a lot of crossing into the box. So you would have a Tony and he may not deliver. The system of play is a lot of short, intricate passes and quick movement. Tony is a standalone forward player. Yeah. Okay, so that's going to be Tony is like Tony Weber. Okay, stay forward, get the ball, shoot it to the net. Emilieski, Jimmy Floyd Asselberg, Alan Shearer, kind of strikers. Arsenal does not need that. Arsenal is the player who can run, who can hustle, who also can do the footwork. I'm not saying Ivan Toney is a bad player, but it's just that. No, it doesn't fit into the tiki-taka Arsenal style of play. So that might just be one of the problem. Okay.
So you're looking at the old Edinburgh Haaland.
No. Arsenal does not have to sign Haaland, but Arsenal needs to sign a player that's good. So look at Gabriel Jesus. Gabriel Jesus have not scored in forever, but his movement causes a lot of unease for the opposition. His transition, his press on the ball, very high press on the ball, quick redirection of his movement, maybe because of his low center of gravity, always puts the opposition in panic mode. Ivan Toney is not that guy. Ivan Toney will press one person. Once they pass the ball wide, he will stand and be waiting that the midfielder will pick the ball. And that's why Arsenal shot. So Arsenal recovery of the ball after losing it is currently, in the 14 games that they play, is 8 to 12 seconds. With Ivan Toney in that place, it will now go to between 20 to 30 seconds. That gives the opposition chance to settle in. 30 seconds in football is massive. So you need a player that will keep you in that 8 to 12 seconds where Arsenal recovers fast. Because what makes you win games is not necessarily because you play well. Man City still play better than Arsenal. But Man City's player, a lot of them have been strolling, not recovering the ball faster than Arsenal. So because the opposition still have time to settle on the ball, that's why you see teams beat Man City or get a draw against Man City. Arsenal needs players that can play in the mode of Gabriel Jesus, that can hustle, that can chase after the ball, that have a point to prove. Ivan Toney, the problem with signing Ivan Toney was like Manchester United signing Zaha, Wilfred Zaha. If Arsenal signed Ivan Toney, it's reached the end of his career. It's like Graham Potter now coaching Chelsea. Chelsea will not win a pin with Graham Potter. I'm sorry to say this, but I mean Chelsea fans will not like it. Chelsea will not win. Chelsea cannot win anything with him because coaching Chelsea is already above his wildest imagination. He's an Englishman, one. Two, I mean, we'll give him the opportunity to dream that he would ever coach a Chelsea football club, right? So there is nothing, no point to prove again. He's reached his heaven. It's like you're praying, God, give me money so that I can buy a house in Aja. And then somebody now call you, accident just happened. And Tony, what's it called? Femi Otedola lost his memory. And then when he regained his memory, he now see that you are his son that is missing and give you a house in Banana Island. You're not going to have a dream. You not even want to go abroad anymore. You don't go anywhere. I mean, he invites you for drink in his yacht. You keep praying. You just go and look for Babalawo. God, make sure it doesn't recover his memory. It doesn't matter whether Tenny and DJ Copy are looking at you with bad eyes, as long as it feels like. That's exactly what's happening, because if Roman Abramovich just left Chelsea before, Graham Potter, the only thing he would do at Stamford Bridge is to bring Brighton and Hove to come and play a match and get beaten. That's all. But now, all of a sudden, an accident happened. English government carried at gunpoint, robbed the club from the former owner and gave it to the Americans, and then they brought in Graham Potter. Graham Potter coaching Chelsea. What are you saying now? Famous is not going to play Graham Potter to coach them. What's even wrong with you people saying this thing? So that's the kind of thing that happens with Arsenal. If you bring in Ivan Toney, he will just come there. Oh, this is heaven. Every minute to be having orgasm, and then he will not even remember that oh, I'm actually here to help this team win the league title. I'm actually see you need to bring you need to bring serial winners. And Ivan Toney is not the one. This is his heaven. This is his like beyond his widest imagination. You don't need those kind of player in Arsenal right now. Arsenal need people who understands that I still need a guy who couldn't make the English national team.
So now you're saying,
please,
they should get a player from a big team, like a above average team.
Yes,
minimum.
Yes, get a Dusan Vlahovic. You know why? He was at the World Cup.
Yeah.
He knows what it means to compete. He knows what it means to compete. What's that guy that Eintracht Frankfurt sold to
Bukayo.
Madrid? Yes, Bukayo. I would rather get that kind of player. Okay, or get any of the players from this Croatian team, but definitely not Ivan Toney. Ivan Toney where? Tony Gbebo play boppers. No, shift. Now that's not what we talk. No, we're not talking West Ham. You think it's West Ham we're talking about? I bet shift. You look Evan Toney. Evan Toney, you know buff. We said we just signed Tony Gbebo for Arsenal. We no say in a Manchester United player who will bring away will come rob us to relegation. Sure. What's that one? What's it called? Yamina might say, okay, let me go back to where I stopped. Yamina might say, I feel the people in Arsenal. Okay, Yamina might want to say Vlahovic would have been a perfect fit for Arsenal, but then he chose wrong. Okay, we can see right what is wrong. There's no problem about that one. Additional Alpha might say Arsenal needs Firmino. Let them borrow him from Liverpool. Liverpool would not let that guy go. The Jabiana said, to think I almost named my son like, Jesus Christ. Are you sure you're a proper Yoruba person? Yoruba person need to name their picky after foreigners. Yoruba people don't even like their English name. Your papa name you, did you finish? You want name your picky Lacazette. You do the drink Lacazette after traffic. Stop drinking Lacazette after traffic. Now they get you high. So after his Premier League debut, go thank God. Say my wife, your wife gets sense. You don't get sense. I'm sorry to say your wife. Every day they worship her. They worship your wife. Name Momo player. Name your picky. You know, if you want to name your picky after player, you name Pele, Maradona, Zidane. You know, see all those people. Lacazette, now you want to name your picky after. The thing where they do you too much Lacazette in traffic is affecting you. Yamida might say, will it be right to agree with Gilberto Silva that Edu should sign Bellingham, will not get the money, Arsenal not get that kind of money, and that's the one that will put Arsenal in financial fair play. Right now, his buyout is 170 million. Arsenal cannot even, if once Arsenal sign that player, the club will go relegation. Additional level, I say, we know Chelsea can't win with Potter, so I know even the board herself. Now, how bad can we go? I did watch now. No Champions League football for you guys next season. Yamina, do you think it was wrong of Arsenal to have sold Olivier Giroud? No, it wasn't wrong at the time they sold him. At the time they sold him, it wasn't wrong. Now, it's like saying it was wrong for Chelsea to sell Mo Salah and what's it called, Kevin De Bruyne. Yeah. You have to consider the time. Or selling, what's it called, that one I went to Bayern Munich and began to play with. It's not there's nothing wrong with it. The timing is always very, very important. But let's try and understand these things. When Brilla fired me in 2017, I was just a bloody analyst and presenter, nothing more. Now I'm a CEO. Now I produce films. I never thought I had that. So there are sometimes where some things would happen, and then you would find the energy to do things that you never thought you had. That's exactly what happened with Giroud. But you've got to judge me based on what I was at the time. Even though, I mean, I still was the best analyst. It was a mistake, but it's different. Now, if you not come and blame Brilla, like, look at somebody who's not doing podcasts, who's not, nah, it's not. You can't judge them on that one. You would only judge them on what they had at the time. The person they had at the time is different from the person that I am right now. I'm practically a direct opposite of that person. So it's the same thing with Olivier Giroud. Maybe the firing, the transfer, and I'm like, okay, I have a point to prove. And it's going to prove a point that nobody could tell. I'm waiting for Nicolas Pepe to prove that kind of point anyway. But not every player are able to prove those kind of points. Alexis Sanchez left us now, and he's been regretting it since. So sometimes it's not always something you blame the team. I don't think I want to blame Arsenal for that one. You know, Ivory Time says, I know Napoli will not now, Simen, until the end of the season. Yamida might say, would Modric to Arsenal be good? Now they've lowered his, according to allegedly, lowered his transfer to 40 million. I think we should go for him because as good as Gabriel Martinelli, the fact that we don't have cover for him is always a thing of concern for me. And trying to adapt people like Fabio Vieira or Emilio Smith in that position, it's not good. You need to have the exact players in that position. I think that's also a good one. I would have also said, okay, let's go for Cody Gakpo, but the kind of performance that Cody Gakpo put up in this World Cup, PSV will say they want 150 million. Arsenal doesn't have that. So they should go for players that they can easily buy and not, break the bank and not get into issue with financial fair play. That's what I think as well. What's it called? What's on Instagram? Yeah. Mitrovic from Fulham to Arsenal. Nah, that's another route one player.
What about Bukayo Saka for Senegal?
No. I know any Senegal player should not come to Arsenal right now. Please.
But he does.
Hey, we're not doing the dancing competition. It's football. We want to win title. We don't want people to come and be dancing like Muye. We don't want. Only Watkins. That's not small picking that. We don't want that one. Person who score 3 goals and disappear. We don't want. One better players that can add value, not be all those small children. All these players suggesting players that would make us not to do anything. Tony Jesse, he said, I didn't watch. Okay, I think I've seen that one before. Jacob said, bros, what's your take on Arsenal signing Tony from Brentford? No, Arsenal should not sign him. Remila Koguni said, exactly. I think Tony would be a good point man for us too. Do we play a point man kind of football? But would Brentford let him leave for a decent price? Arsenal doesn't need a Tony. Ivan Tony, Pepe, Lacazette, nonsense. Okay, that's according to Daily Mail. Oyene says Arsenal should go and get Oli Watkins from Aston Villa. No, Arsenal should not go and get all the small children. Ogofa Maria, we have enough small children in our team. He said, I think it's a skit centered around different scenarios in wedding event. There are many comedians in the video, including Ali Baba. I will send you a screenshot of you in the video. It was a music video. It wasn't a skit. It was a music video. I think I never noticed. That's about 4 years now, so more. It was a music video that Timmy was shooting. And I was part of the people that was begging. Nedu is an in-law to the wife. And he came late and he said he didn't invite him. Okay, it's a music video anyway, but then there's a skit in it. I said, do you mean a music video shoot? Yes, a music video shoot actually. Remila Konduni, he said it will be a worry if we don't get the perfect replacement for Jesus. So when we think to get another striker to support him, person we need support, don't get injury too. But I think the injury to Gabriel, now this is going to come out wrong and be received in the wrong way. But I think the injury to Gabriel Jesus is a good one. You know what I think is a good one? If you have not gotten injured, maybe Arsenal would have said, oh, let's just manage through the January and then next summer sign. If you notice in the last 2 January windows, Arsenal have not signed any player. So now that he's injured, Arsenal might just say, okay, you know what? Let's go get one. And then you get that one. The target at the beginning of the season was to make the top 4, not really to win the league title. So if Arsenal ends up making the top 4 and not winning the league title, nobody's going to complain. It's like, oh, Gabriel Jesus got injured, the new striker didn't settle in on time, but then we're playing the Champions League. Then next summer again, you now do some more signing, back up in the midfield, back up in any position. I don't think Arsenal have issues with their defense right now. That would make a whole lot of sense. In my opinion, that would make a whole lot of sense. They're still talking about the music video. What about Mitrovic? No, Arsenal does not need Mitrovic. Arsenal should get Oli Watkins for short-term plan. No, Arsenal does not need short-term plan as well. Arsenal need a player that will sign a 5-year contract and continue. Remile Konduni, you say, I see the verse of Vlahovic. You just the verse for nothing. For turning us down last year, if you were Vlahovic, would you leave a team that's playing Champions League for a team that is not qualified for Champions League for the last 7 years and you're not sure if they will continue to qualify? Okay. Mostly 101 is because of Arsenal have now had a good season. Even you would not be happy to sign for Arsenal. Mostly 101 to say, I agree to you, but I agree to too. Jacob says, bros, take it easy on Senegal and shit. Rubbish team. Nonsense ingredients. Where did I stop? Yemida might say, Edward and Ateta should look for who? That big head, Abubakar. May go call the push it. Abubakar, please stay with Samuel too. Now play your Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia is very good. They will give you Rolls Royce. Ibriton, he said Murphy will help Arsenal. I think I like the idea of Murphy. Ibriton, you've really shown that you know football. I like the idea of Murphy because he hustles, he moves, he's got footwork, he's also very, very good on the ground and then good on the air. So that's a better player, and then he's got years on him. Who's Abu? Leave Abubakar now on my because I say be 23, I'll be 25 years. Ta! Deji Abiona, Lacazette, Oga, you don't finish me. Deji, you go and drink later Lacazette. I want to name your picky after Lacazette. What's that? Yoruba people don't even name, give their children English name. You want to give them 1 year French name, we don't get meaning. What's the meaning? What's the meaning of Lacazette? What would you say? Now, so when I gave that to my first son, people say I should name him Thierry Henry. I should name. I said, what's in the war on? I don't understand.
Yeah.
I don't understand. I never been terror before. What every that nonsensical? Oh God of heaven. When I want to myself go, if China already bought Piki, go name am elevator. Why Chris? When I want to myself, you never feel name your Piki. I back canoe and akunu. You drink kunu because one canoe fair walk now. Me say second canoe go walk. I believe that canoe. Time don't reach for us to pack and go. Benedict, any word for the road?
Well, today's games actually, but we've already talked about that. Brazil, South Korea, and Japan, Croatia, I think, and also tomorrow. But we're going to just stick to today. Man, Sebastian will be here to all our fans. So
I'm counting down to my opening monologue tomorrow. My opening monologue will be like an Oscar-winning monologue.
So do ensure that you are here. Was it Oscar? I was watching Chris Rock this morning.
It's Oscar monologue.
Okay. So yeah. So today Japan, Croatia. I think Croatia is gonna win. And Brazil, South Korea, I think.
Let me teach you one small thing. One small thing. Research for every show like you're going to do a 10-hour show. Okay? You're researching for 1 minute. That's why you're losing your flow. You're repeating yourself. Research when you prepare for a show. Prepare a dossier for 10 hours, even if all you will get is 5 minutes. It's very, very important in this job. Well, it's time for me to pack my bags and baggages and leave the studio. But as I go, let me recommend a movie from 1992 that you should go and watch. This is December. Don't be too serious and go and be like, be keeping your face like monkey with lick line. Be excited, be happy. Okay? Leave Senegal. Senegal, they don't forehand. Ghana, Mumu, they go dance as well to come back. They say they don't revenge against Uruguay. Meanwhile, that's, oh God. Abubakar with a big head like Devil Hammer. Those people, let's leave them aside. Go and watch a 1992 movie. You will thank me later. My Cousin Vinny. Very beautiful movie. If you're my WhatsApp now, you would see it. It's on my status. Like I put multiple piece of it on my status. Joe Pesci is the lead character in that one. You know I like courtroom drama a lot. If you know me, I love courtroom. There's practically no courtroom drama in the world that I have not seen. Unless in not day public, maybe they keep up to one region. I've seen every courtroom drama there is. I don't like UK movies, but I've seen UK courtroom drama and the rest of them. I think it's something you should go and see. My cousin Vinny was done in 1992, and it's one of my all-time greatest movies to make you laugh and forget all the nonsense that African teams have done so far. And then by 4 o'clock, you enjoy football, Japan, Croatia, and then by 8 o'clock, it's going to be Brazil versus South Korea. As I leave, I want to say thank you to Benedict for being a wonderful guy and growing faster than I expected. Cars _ 347, you're late. My cousin Vinny, Vinny, my cousin Vinny. Say my cousin what? My cousin Vinny. I think it's free on YouTube. Just go search for my cousin Vinny on YouTube. You might see it. It's an old movie. It should be there. Ibrita said that Fesabi Yabsha. Okay, thank you. Like you know they yab me. The Jabian, I think Martinelli did well against Cameroon. It was the one playing like a it's in my spot. Our winger. I forgot if he did well. Ibrahim Abubakar, my cousin Vinny. Go watch that movie. You would thank me later. Having said that, let's get out of the studio. Let me go get breakfast. And now I have a clock to the end of January. I'm going to get my Arsenal jersey. I don't know, but I will still buy one. I'll go and look for the black one and buy. And then I'll leave Roland to deliver my other one, whatever he wants to deliver. Thank you very much, Kaz, for buying me clothes. I appreciate it. The movie is My Cousin Vinny. My cousin Vinny. My cousin, like your cousin Vinny. Okay? That's the title of the movie. We've overshoot by 4 minutes. Thank you very much, everybody. Let's do this again tomorrow, but we're not going to live stream tomorrow because tomorrow is the day Emmanuel Sebastian comes here and he doesn't like live streaming. We're going to record it and put it on the YouTube channel. We've had a very wonderful year that started, crazily. Hope of going to the World Cup. We didn't go to the World Cup, lost $1 million. I'm still here breathing, all the debts, all the bills, still breathing. That's the most important thing. Dealt with health issues this year that I never imagined was possible, but we're still breathing, right? That's all to be grateful for. And it's my birthday month. Nobody's going to make me feel less or feel frustrated. I'm just going to be excited. I choose happiness, okay? Have yourself a wonderful day. And as I go out and say massive shout out to Yor does not know about football. He doesn't play football. He's never played football in his life. He doesn't even know about football. He doesn't know the teams and the players. But every year for the last 7 years, he's organized a celebrity match. And every time he's invited me, since I can't play, to come and be one of the judges and the commentators. And I've had fun doing that. Hanging out with people like Sexy Stills, my childhood friend and brother, and Go Save, the entire cast and crew of Flatmate. Danny Humorous is an incredible human being. Also is Senator, Mimi, Shy Girl. Everybody was there yesterday. It was great to hang out with these guys, celebrities that are real celebrities. They are real, they're human. It was nice, and it was also good to throw one of our future staff, the deep end, my student from Ecobit, who's gradually becoming one of our future staff, in the deep end of things yesterday, seeing him do interview. I was very, very excited, because what I would look at 2022 for is that I got Benedict back, and I now have Jason and a few others, and partnership with Kaz that would eventually evolve into good business next year. Thank you for everybody. We'll keep going. I'm still going to be here to the end of the year, but I want to say massive thank you to everybody. Sir Vicky say, you mean Wilberforce at my flatmate? Yes, that's who I'm talking about. But Yo is the name that everybody knows him for. God bless you. My name is Edafe Manchester. You love to come in there with on the sports, and it's been nice hanging around with Benedict Eki. Benedict, can you say bye-bye to everybody?
Bye-bye, you. Bye-bye, you.
Okay. I need to go. I shall you. Bye-bye, you. That's the song we'll sing for Buhari when he finally leaves. Bye-bye, you.